waiting here for me to come back. I didn't want to turn around. This thing's such a blast to ride. Every time I get on it, this is the kind of bike you can picture riding all day long. 100, 200, 300 mile rides like nothing. You crack the throttle, it makes the bike do the torque. Go to the right, it's pretty cool. Just a fantastic running bike, sporty position. Everywhere you go, heads turn on this bike. It's just a really cool piece. Shifts beautifully, brakes beautifully, carburetes beautifully. What a fantastic piece of engineering. Kind of like the Porsche 911. You know, it's timeless. Timeless German engineering, quality, precision. Fantastic Bavarian Motorworks quality. They don't make them like this anymore, that's for sure. What a beautiful machine. Hate to see it go, but I hope it goes to a good home. It's been on display in the New England Motorcycle Museum here for about a year. Good luck bidding on it. God bless. Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and if you watched the first part of the video and made it to now, I think I should just bow and walk away. And what else is there to say after that intro? The bike speaks for itself. It's an absolutely gorgeous BMW R60, 1958. Beautiful, beautiful bike. Mechanically perfect. The engine's been completely rebuilt. The wheels are completely rebuilt, and it's got a beautiful paint job on it. Needs nothing. It's absolutely turnkey, ready to go. Our shop just went through the whole bike. The bike was originally restored in Y2K, but by the previous owner who passed away. And it was done right. The engine was completely dismantled, taken out of the frame, completely dismantled right down to the engine cases, and everything was rebuilt. The frame was painted, the tank was acid etched and sealed, and the carburetor was rebuilt. Everything redone on the bike. It was a nice original bike that just needed to be refreshed. It had 47,000 miles on it. It was time to go through the bike, so everything was done on it. The previous owner, like I said, had the wheels taken completely apart right down to the hubs and everything. The hubs were bead blasted, and the brand new stainless steel spokes were laced up to the original rims that were polished. I have a receipt with $1,100 just for parts and labor on the wheels alone, and thousands of dollars of receipts. I actually have the original 1958. It's a 60-year-old factory manual, and this is the original 1958 seat. You can see it's in excellent condition. We haven't cleaned or anything. It's been in storage, if you take a look at the seat, it's in really good shape, indicating the overall well-preserved condition of the bike. The single Denfield seat is a brand new replacement seat. Arguably looks a lot more stylish than the double-up seat, and you have the luggage rack on the back now. So the bike is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to read you a test from the 1958 Cycle magazine. The BMW Mark is also pretty well known to thousands of motorsport fans for its remarkable sports and family cars and aircraft engines. However, either on 2 or 4 wheels, the common characteristic is unequaled craftsmanship and astonishing mechanical precision. Throughout the different phases of the test, the bike lived up to its very fine ancestral reputation. The model furnished here is an R60 600cc opposed twin overhead valve engine. The R60 engine features high torque at low RPM and comparatively low compression ratio. Before I go too far and read in their test, I test rode this motorcycle. I took it out for several rides. Absolutely fell in love with it. The bike runs beautifully, handles beautifully, brakes beautifully. Everywhere you go, it turns heads. You pull up to a gas station, people flock around you. What really surprised me is I ride a new Harley Davidson Street Glide as my daily rider, and how well this thing, the engine performs. No vibration, carburetes beautifully, handles awesome. It's just like, this is a 60-year-old motorcycle, and it runs, you know, on a par with today's new bikes as far as the fit and finish and the way it's so well crafted and handles so well. So it's a super quality bike. It's already 60 years old. Obviously, it's going to last another 60 years if you take care of it. It's been preserved beautifully. So back to the test. I just want to throw my 2 cents. It shifts beautifully, carburates beautifully, runs awesome. So the this bike is also designed for sidecar work. It has the mounts, as you can see on this side right here from the factory. These are sidecar mounts, so you can easily put a sidecar rig on this bike if you want to. Nevertheless, this machine can also be considered a tough and absolutely reliable 90-mile-per-hour plus solo mount, and I can confirm that. I've cruised on this at 75 miles an hour, like nothing, plenty left. Both brakes have full width and fin drums. The front one is equipped with twin cam operated shoes, which accounts for a maximum of braking efficiency with a minimum pressure applied on the lever. The engine is velvet smooth when pulling at any speed, and the engine's oil tight, typical BMW quality. Fantastic machine. The engine is a single unit construction, and the smooth transmission of power is still further enhanced by the rubber cushion cardan shaft drive, totally enclosed inside the right arm of the rear swinging suspension. The engine flexibility and superb road handling ability were some of the many fine points that the BMW pointed out by technical editor during the test. Valve glass checking is also a practical proposition. You don't have to remove the gas tank nor tricky separate rocker covers to deal with. So what they're talking about is the engine is infinitely serviceable. It's super easy to get to. Your valves are right inside of here. It's a twin plug, twin carb, super easy to work on, and easy to get to the parts on the engine. The gas tank has a reserve position which allows for 18 miles of extra riding, and an anti-theft device locks the steering head completely in the right-hand position. The night riding is simple and safe thanks to the perfect illumination furnished by the BMW lighting system and its 8-amp-hour battery. Acceleration is more than adequate for all practical purposes, and the power came in smoothly all the way up to the 4 gear ranges. Steering and road holding ability were well above any stock machine on the market today, and if any comparison is to be drawn, it might be necessary to mention some racing thoroughbreds, because most normal street bikes can't compete. This test bike was equipped with Western-type handlebars manufactured by Flanders Company and allowed a very comfortable riding position either in stop-and-go commuting or definitely long trips. The toolkit includes a goodly number of high-quality tools, and finally, may we add, sorry, there's a fire truck going by. Finally, may we add that the R60 is one of the most versatile and reliable motorcycles we ever tested. Its superb craftsmanship and mechanical features make it a most coveted possession for anyone who enjoys motorcycling at its very best, and at the same time whose pride of ownership leads him to choose only the finest. So that's from Cycle Magazine, 1958, 60 years ago. If you look at the logo for the New England Motorcycle Museum, you'll see we have a BMW from the same era. This is an ISDT version, the off-road version with the up pipes. They actually race these off-road, and the single fork front end. This has the Earls type front fork, which I think looks much cooler and much more vintage looking. So I have the work order for the bike. We just put $3,769 into the machine, a total of 28 hours of labor into it. Obviously it was completely frame off, restored some time ago. We just went through the bike, and I'll give you a quick breakdown of everything we did to it and everything that the parts list. So we went through the bike, gave it a 100-point inspection, installed a brand new battery. It's a 6-volt Yuasa and a new OEM strap. We cleaned the fuel tank, which was previously sealed, drained the fuel. We replaced the fuel lines and put new inline fuel filters, and the carbs were completely dismantled and put in our ultrasonic carb cleaning tank. If you look at the carburetors, they look brand new. They're just rebuilt this past week by the restoration staff at the New England Motorcycle Museum. The new OEM float and needles were installed into the carburetors, and 2 new Bing lever top kits were installed, and an all new Bing idle air screws, caps, and nuts, and all new OEM carb gaskets. So the carbs were completely rebuilt. The throttle assembly has a brand new Magura twist throttle, and all the cables have been replaced on the bike, and the grips, Magura grips. Everything's in fantastic condition. We performed a compression test, checked the spark. The spark was perfect. Compression was perfect. We replaced the oil pan gasket, put new oil in it, replaced the 6-volt horn with a new horn. We also, the rear brake light switch wasn't working, so we put a new rear brake light switch on it and repaired the wiring there and the connection to the rear lamp assembly. Replaced right and left hand grips. These are the OEM Magura style grips. We replaced the throttle cam and linkage and adjusted the cable. The ignition switch had an issue where it had to, like if you put it down like it is right now, that's the on position, but it wasn't connecting perfectly. So we bought a new kit from BMW, disassembled, cleaned and inspected the ignition switch, replaced the key cylinder, the tumbler parts, and cleaned all electrical connections. One of the things I want to talk about is while we had that off, I was watching the mechanic working on it. The wiring inside the headlight is brand new. Inside of the headlight looks brand new. Brand new in Y2K. That's when they rebuilt the bike. I believe the majority of the wiring harness was replaced based on the fresh look of the wires that are in the bike. I mean, everything was done to show quality on the bike. Just spectacular job was done on it. Then the bike went through a full detail and cleaning by the staff at the New England Motorcycle Museum, front to back, top to bottom. It was clean, polished, Carnauba paste wax. One of the things I want to point out too is this bike has a pump. It comes with see this right here? It's an air pump if you get a flat tire, and it works beautifully. This is a 60-year-old original pump. I'd venture to guess that most of the bikes that are out there don't have that on there. Just to draw a comparison, we had an R69, a bike 10 years newer than this, same size bike. That was a total wreck, needed a full restoration. The thing was in parts, had no exhaust system on it. We auctioned it off, and that bike bought $11,000. There's no way you could turn that bike into this for what we're asking that buy it now prices on this bike. There's no way you could take a rat and turn it into what this bike is for what we're asking for. And it would take you a long time to do it. So I have some of the receipts on the, well, I kind of went over the mechanical part, but I wanted the parts that we just put into it. Again, brand new battery, brand new inline fuel filters, brand new black rubber fuel lines, brand new oil pan gasket, brand new Magura throttle twist grip, brand new throttle cam coupler, brand new ignition light, key switch assembly, brand new connection plate, brand new part gasket kit, new intake flange gasket, new float needle, new lever top kit, new guide sleeves, new cap, new idle air screw nut, new idle air regulating screw. We put a new shifter rubber on it, new right hand grip, new left hand grip, new battery strap, new stoplight switch, a brand new horn. It was $1,216 in parts, and the rest was in labor. The total at $80 an hour for 28 hours of labor. It came at $3,769. Just under $4,000 was just put into the motorcycle. It's turnkey, ready to go. And then the previous invoice I have from Bob's BMW in Jessup, Maryland, the stainless steel intake valves, stainless steel exhaust valves, valve guides, valve spring retainers, valve keepers, valve spring inner, valve spring outer, brand new piston, one over, a pair of them, brand new valve seat, brand new cylinder. One of the cylinders was replaced, and the valve seat had an unleaded conversion. They did an unleaded conversion overhaul, which changed the valve so it can be used with unleaded fuel. Both spark plug holes and exhaust port threads. The cylinders were bored, and that's about it. It says here, pair of heads and cylinders with tubes, inspect and advise. Total on the top end job was $1,622 on that repair invoice. That was less than 1,000 miles put on the bike since it was rebuilt. Engine's in brand new condition. The rear fender rack kit was installed because it had that double passenger seat on it. New reproduction cable ties, has a new license plate bracket on it. So what else do we have here? Another page of stuff. Just some parts, cable ties, brand new shock bushings. This is the invoice for the wheels. Brand new wheel bearings, brand new felt cap, wheel felt seal, felt cap washer, brake and parts cleaner, stainless spokes, $120 for the spokes, Michelin tubes, front and rear, Michelin. I think they're they're Metzler tires with Michelin tubes. So it's a Metzler Perfect ME99A, which is a period correct style tire for this bike. It's the right size and everything. 400 by 18 on the rear. The rear tire still has the nubs on it. I'd venture to say this tire has less than 100 miles on it. It's in perfect condition, no dry rot or anything like that. So they resurfaced the rockers on the wheels. They cleaned the rocker components, serviced the front and rear wheel bearings, installed the front and rear tires and tubes, straightened and polished the rims, laced and true the wheels. So these are the original wheels from this bike that were just polished, and brand new stainless steel spokes were installed with new wheel bearings, tubes, tires, everything. Everything's fresh on the wheels. So here you have a bike that, you know, for a pile of parts is worth somewhere between 10 and 15,000 is what I've seen them selling it for. Here's one that's completely redone. You could not do this bike for what we're asking for it, and it runs perfectly. It needs nothing. I rode the bike. I love it. I wish we didn't have to sell it, but if you've been following us on the internet, we need about $300,000 to finish the museum construction, so we're selling off some of our prized possessions. I really wish this fine BMW didn't have to go, but I hope it goes to a good home. You're welcome to leave it here as long as you'd like. The bike runs beautifully. It needs nothing. If you want to leave it on display in the museum. Oh, I wanted to point out the license plate on the bike. Check out the license plate. This license plate is the Chasing Classic Cars Wayne Carini. His dad, Bob Carini, had this same license plate number. We're not sure if this is his plate. I haven't been able to confirm that, but if you watch the show, you'll see his dad had the Lucky 7s, Lucky 777s, and it's a 1958 plate for a 1958 bike. They go together. If the bike meets our buy it now price, I'm going to throw in the plate with it. If not, it's staying in the museum on display here. We do collect vintage plates, but I kind of felt like it belonged on this bike because it's a 58 plate with a Lucky 777. So fantastic machine, superb BMW quality. The taillight's in beautiful shape, the fender's perfectly straight, the rims are absolutely gorgeous original rims, the shaft drive assembly is beautiful, doesn't leak oil anywhere, the rear brakes are perfect, all the rubbers are in beautiful shape, the seat's brand new, it has the pump, the chrome on the intake is gorgeous, the cylinder heads are beautiful, the bike's never been dropped, the exhaust system is concourse beautiful, stainless steel exhaust, it sounds great, the head pipes are in beautiful shape, has a cafe style period correct bars, cafe style mirrors. The steering dampener is in beautiful shape, works beautifully. It really can change the amount of friction on your front end. It's adjustable while you drive. Ignition's brand new. The wiring harness is brand new on the bike, brand new condition. Anyways, the odometer is in beautiful shape. All the lights work beautifully on the bike. The front suspension's mint. The shocks are great. The bike needs nothing. This is a bike that had a full concourse level frame off restoration. Again, fantastic BMW. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call at 860-454-7024. The clutch pull on it is buttery smooth, indicating the finely greased clutch lever and brand new cable. Whole clutch assembly works flawlessly. We get a lot of new bikes in here, new Jap bikes that mechanically they can't hold a candle to the precision of this BMW. So fantastic investment quality bike. If you have any questions about it, give us a call. If you want to stop by and look at it, we're here 6 days a week, Monday through Friday. You can call us anytime, 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 2. Good luck bidding on this bike. The funds are going to a great cause to preserve motorcycle history you're buying. If you want an investment that's going to go up in value, buy this bike. If you want an investment that's going to help preserve motorcycle history yourself and also put money towards the New England Motorcycle Museum, buy this bike. If you don't even like motorcycles, but you want a rock solid investment that's better than the stock market, buy this bike. It's a no-brainer, really is. It's a fantastic, no excuses machine. So good luck bidding on it, and God bless America.